Elk Fever, Elk Fever 2. Featuring Dwight Shue. Dwight lives near Boise, Idaho with his wife Laura and daughters Emily and Margie. He's been a full-time outdoor writer since 1971 and now serves as editor for Bowhunter magazine. He's written hundreds of articles for major outdoor and archery magazines and has authored numerous books on big game and bow hunting. He started hunting at age 9 and has bow hunted seriously since 1970, taking elk in 7 states and many other species across North America. He specializes in planning and producing his own backcountry hunts. Steve Jones. Steve lives in Springfield, Oregon. He began shooting a bow at a young age and arrowed his first deer at 13. He's harvested mule deer, black-tailed deer, feral hogs, bear, javelina, and Roosevelt and Rocky Mountain elk. Steve is the production manager at Wilderness Sound Productions, where he supervises the production of calls and helps design and test new products. Larry D. Jones. Larry resides near Springfield, Oregon with his wife Miriam. They have 3 grown children, Angela, Steve, and Renee. Larry has bow hunted North America and Africa and has bagged numerous big game species since 1962. Although best known for his elk hunting and calling skills, he enjoys hunting and calling all wildlife. Larry has designed calls for luring big game and novelty calls for universities, schools, and Walt Disney Incorporated. He's a freelance outdoor writer, photographer, and directs and produces videos. An elk hunt requires preparation. It's physically demanding, so getting in shape several months in advance is necessary. Good methods are running, swimming, biking, and hiking hills while toting a 30-pound pack. Arrow shafts must be cut to length, dipped and crested, and helically fletched so they'll spin in flight. Precise broadhead alignment should be inspected, and your bow should be checked for squeaks, frayed strings, loose screws, and be tuned to your arrow, because broadheads fly differently than field points. Being a good shot is essential, which requires many hours of practice. Once your bow and arrows are ready, and you're a good shot, utilizing a food and equipment checklist will ensure you have everything for your hunt.
Okay, right now, pack's pretty ready. Let's see. Face cam, I'm gonna get enough of that, I think. Calls, got 2 green ones and a blue one. That ought to be adequate. Pretty well got that. Let's see, okay.
Western mountain weather can quickly change from 80 degrees to rain and snow, so take warm and cold weather clothing and footwear. To be prepared for any situation, consider carrying a pack containing maps, fire starters, first aid kit, flashlight and extra batteries and bulbs, water filter, water container, rain gear, ratchet cut shears, elk bags, knives, sharpening stone, mosquito repellent, extra broadheads and blades, elk calls, scent, wind detector, and a scent lock suit. This fair chase hunt is on public lands in Oregon and Montana. We start our hunt in Montana, where Dwight and Larry have used llamas to pack camp into a roadless area. They're up early each morning hiking and calling for elk. They've heard and encountered elk each day, but just haven't had the right opportunity. It's their 3rd day of hunting, and it's Larry's turn to do the calling.
Where do you think he is?
I think he's across that little canyon there, down the hill across.
You think he's still clear on the other side? Down there?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Here,
right.
why don't you go down, get down here. See that trail coming up? I bet he come up there, huh?
Yeah. And he's going to maybe swing the winds up blowing down. Probably swing downwind a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to
Okay, I'll be about 30 yards right
I'll get back up here. Try and pull him up the trail.
Okay, pull him right to me.
Give me a signal when you're ready.
Okay.
On this hunt, Dwight is shooting a Hoyt Defiant. He set the weight at 55 pounds, and he's tuned his bow so his Easton ACC 349 arrows fly consistently straight and true. He's using a Scott release, and he carries a spare in his pack. He's the designer of the pack, which he, Steve, and Larry carry on all their hunts. After 20 minutes of calling excitement, they have some luck.
Did you see all those bulls down there?
Did you hit him? I see him shoot.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't see the bull.
He's down right down there. I saw him go down. I just watched for a couple of seconds, and I saw him go over the hill.
You got him?
Oh, yeah. He's not 70 yards down there. I saw him lay down, yeah.
How about that 6-point?
The 6-point came right up. There was a spike right behind him, and I started to draw my bow. They were walking right up, and there was 2 trees about this big around right in front of him. He stopped right behind that, and I could see him looking around, and then all of a sudden he just bolted. I guess he smelled us, I imagine.
Oh.
Did you see that spike? Oh, yeah. Longhorn spike, man. It had to have been 30 inches long.
And he had some bow tines, too.
Oh, yeah. He was quite an elk. And I drew my bow, and I thought, I can really get him because he was about 15 yards from me.
15.
Yeah. But it's too early in the hunt.
Yeah.
They were screaming everywhere
I
down
know.
there. So I thought, well, I'm not going to shoot him. I'll wait a little bit.
Yeah.
And so he turned and kind of jogged down the hill. And pretty soon, here comes a 5-point. And he came in from a different angle. He was up higher, you know, and he came across. And he stopped right there. And I hit him pretty good. I know he's down. I mean, I saw him go down right there. So we got him. I think we better just wait a few minutes and before we even move that way. But
Yeah.
man, that was exciting. Larry, here he is right here. Oh, boy. Nice 5-point. Oh, these elk are so beautiful. Come on, slow pull.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way to go, buddy.
That's something.
That was great.
Nice job.
Oh, thank you.
Bulls all over in there.
Where
I
they
don't know
going?
which one this was. I mean, there was so much noise going on. I couldn't tell which one it was. Oh man.
They were going nuts, weren't they?
That was about as many bulls as I've ever heard bugle in one place in my life.
There must have been 6 or 7 of them. Oh, he's a beaut.
Oh,
Big animal.
Beautiful, yeah.
Gee whiz. Nice
elk are
5-point,
beautiful,
too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That was really cool.
Well, it's going to make some fine eating, huh?
Boy. Yeah, I needed some meat in the freezer too. What a beauty.
That was fantastic. That was just fantastic.
Cow call. And this guy just came marching up the hill to that cow call of yours. That was something else.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Fantastic.
Well, can I take some photos of you?
Let's grab the cameras
Okay.
and then get the knives.
Get the knives and go to work.
We gotta go to work.
It's good theory to use bugles and cow calls to locate receptive bulls. Once you know where they are and move forward, switch to cow mews. If the bull bugles back to your mews, don't bugle to him again, just mew. If you mew off and on for 15 minutes and he doesn't respond, switch back to wimpy, small-sounding bugles. If he doesn't become excited, produce aggressive, mature bull bugles and grunts with your old bull diaphragm, or use your Jones screamer to blast him with excited bugles while you thrash a tree, and mix in some stirring cow calls. Dwight and Larry have hunted for several days. Each day they've had answers and have seen glimpses of bulls, but they haven't had shot opportunities. Now it's late afternoon, and they have several bulls responding from down in a canyon.
Well, I think we're getting close, Larry.
Yeah.
I think 200 yards maybe at most.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a little lane right in there where you
Yeah.
can shoot.
Why don't I get down there right by that tree? Looks like a little trail come up there. Maybe
Oh,
you can pull him up too.
He should come up right through there.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just stay right in here and I can move back and forth and try to pull him right by you there.
Okay, that'd be great.
Okay, hey,
Call him in for me.
shoot straight.
I will.
Okay.
Although Larry can shoot with his pack on, he removes it. Without the weight, he's more flexible and a little quieter.
bird. 5 yards away.
I looked down, I thought it was your legs, and then I realized
It was the bull. He had a bad branch right in front of me, or else I could have been a full draw. And he started to bolt my sword, boom, like that. Hit him a little far back, but it's angled forward. I know I got him. Yes.
yes, that was, I couldn't believe it. I thought he's got to be in your blind with you.
Oh,
good grief. Man, he was, I thought I was looking at your blind, and then the elk was right in your blind with you.
Dwight and Larry quietly hash over the exciting moment, allowing time to pass. Waiting before trailing is a good hunting practice. If you fail to wait, you could push the animal, causing unnecessary trailing.
he's dead.
Oh, man. Way to go.
Woo!
Way to
What
go.
a hunt, huh? Look at that guy. Oh, boy, that's going to be
Took
some...
a few days.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh,
Thank you.
congratulations. That's great.
Thank you very much. Tell you,
Okay.
that Rocky Mountain head did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, was that exciting or what?
Where'd you go? Maybe 70, 80 yards?
Oh,
at
not
most.
very far, but I'll
That's
tell you.
Great.
He stopped. He was five, maybe 6 yards from me. He stopped and looked at me, and I thought, oh no, he sees me. You know, he's gonna go. And I went, boom, good old recurve. Oh,
Well, we worked a lot of days to get that bull.
praise the Lord. I think the Lord helped us with this one, huh?
That was a gift.
This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I like the country. That's one thing I really like about
They
elk
field
hunting.
dress, skin, bone,
also like
bag,
elk.
hang the meat to
also
cool,
like
and
the fact
return to
that
camp.
we don't
The
have
next
to carry
morning,
the
they
elk
take
out
llamas
ourselves.
and pack out the meat. They've shared 10 long, hard days of hunting, which can wear down any hunter. And there were times when a nap may have kept them from becoming a little silly.
This is Dwight Shute, famous outdoor writer, author of Bugling for Elk, plus other books, and the owner of Size 13. 18 feet. This is the way Dwight spends most of his time while he's out in the field, calling elk. Dwight, could you possibly just say hello to the folks? Thank you, Dwight. I sure hope Dwight gets his elk this year.
Thanks, Dwight, for sharing. Now our hunt takes us to the Pacific, where ocean beaches and rocky coastline quickly swoop up to windswept Douglas firs. These steep, brushy Oregon coastal mountains are home for Roosevelt's elk. Roosevelt elk are larger than Yellowstone elk, but their antler tines and main beams are usually more massive and shorter. Because of the mild temperatures, lush vegetation, and brush concealment, they're homebodies and spend most of their life in 5 square miles. Now, let's join our hunters as they prepare for their hunt.
Okay.
Well, it didn't take long to get that tent up, did it?
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Well,
Just like a house in there.
I'm going to put my bow on
Okay. I got it
case
here.
so that when we're driving out to the spot, it won't frame my bowstring.
Pretty well set here. How's it going, Stephen?
Pretty good. Just got to put a few more things in my pack. Ready.
Pretty ready here.
Dad, you want me to put these binoculars in? Yeah. Why don't you just put them right there? We'll use them to see if we can find some elk in those clear cuts. Okay. So what else we got here?
You got your elk bags, Larry?
Yeah, I got my elk bags.
You need some water, Larry?
Yeah, would you mind putting some
I'll
on?
get you some. Okay.
Everybody got your scent lock suit?
Yeah, I got mine.
Okay. Need that. Got my map, topo map for the hole.
The hole? We're not going down in the hole.
Yeah, that's where the big bulls are, man.
You gotta go down in the hole.
Oh, and I got a couple special things that I think will work.
Yeah, like what?
This one, you know, when the bull comes in, he's looking for the other animal.
Yeah.
And he doesn't see something. Sometimes he gets suspicious. Well, I thought we would just kind of hang this up.
What in the world is that?
Well, this is my decoy. Look at that.
Looks like a sheep.
It's not a sheep.
It's his lammy.
Not
You
lammy.
taking your lammy out there with you, Larry?
Hey, this will work, I'll tell you.
Well,
It'll
if it's a
work.
bad day, at least you can cuddle up with it.
Well, at least make a nice pillow. And I also got another thing. You know when those bulls, again, they're kind of looking around. You want to get their attention, so the guy that's going to take the shot will get a shot. Look at this.
Right.
Look at this.
What do you got in there?
I got a special deal here.
What is that?
Good. Won't this get their attention?
Good
Yeah, right.
grief, Larry. What's the
Done
matter with your
senile.
dad? Larry, the best place for that is in the
no,
fire.
No, it's going to work, I tell you. That'll get their attention, huh?
Oh, man. Old age.
Senile. The man's gone senile.
So I've got fire starter.
Yeah,
we got
my
lunch.
survival pack right here.
All right.
I'll put my stuff in the truck.
Okay.
You got your lunch in, didn't you?
Yeah, he
Well, I
never
don't wanna be
forgets his
waiting
lunch.
for you. Well, I know you. We'd be waiting for 2 hours for you to make it in the morning, so let's get ready tonight.
You'll help me out, I'm sure.
I'll help you eat it.
Okay. Scent lock. Got sharp broadheads, right? Gonna need them tomorrow.
Okay. Hey, got my Jones Persuader in.
All right. Got my call. My binoculars. Water.
I think we're set, so all we got to do is get up, have a quick breakfast, and we're out of here.
You off it. First
Okay.
light.
After the morning hunt, they drive to a high point where they have a good view and they can glass for elk.
We probably won't see any elk at this time of day, but this gives you a good overview of some good Roosevelt elk country.
Yeah, it's some really good habitat. We got some good, the clear cuts are good at feeding areas, and the tall timber is good for protection and bedding.
Yeah. This hillside right out here on the other side of these big trees here, that hillside has got about the right kind of growth. It's the brush is up high enough, it gives them some good browse. It's still got some open spots for good grass. Then they can go right over in the timber there and bed in the shade in the daytime. Works really well.
But how do you get away from people? It seems like there's roads everywhere over here.
Well, there's several ways. One of them is just drop on some deep canyon where others won't go.
They don't all have roads in
They
them.
don't all have roads in them. Most of them do. But the fishing game has also put gates on some of the roads. So walking those roads to the end and hunting from there is a good way of doing it.
What about mountain bikes? Can you use mountain bikes?
Yeah. In fact, Steve and I brought ours.
Well, that might be packing it on our backs like we sometimes have had to do.
You bet.
Yeah. Looks like the binoculars are pretty valuable over here. I'm a little bit surprised with all the timber. I didn't think they'd be of any value at all.
Well, yeah, actually, using your binoculars like we are right now is one of my favorite ways of hunting elk. Get up in a high spot like this and use your binoculars. I mean, with binoculars like these 15 by 60 that Steve's using, man, you can see elk 2 or 3 miles away, can't you, Steve?
Yeah.
And of course, then you can hop in your rig and drive around and try to get on them. Right now, it's September, and they're sure callable, but so lots of times I'll watch them where they're going, and if they're heading up into the stand of timber, just get over there close to them and call them. Or
Yeah,
if
now,
you
wait a
don't,
minute, though. I've had a lot of people tell me that Roosevelt elk don't bugle like Rocky Mountain elk do.
yeah, that's what I've heard too, but I think I can show you different.
You're going to have to prove it to me.
I'll try. I'm sure we'll call a few in.
I think he can call one in for you close enough to get a shot anyway.
Let's start by going down a road that's gated down here.
Looks like a good area. Have you hunted on here before?
Steve and I scouted it, and there was a lot of sign.
Well, one good sign is there aren't a ton of cars here.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody's going to really walk too far on these roads, so.
Let's start here.
After hiking a mile and bugling many spots, a bull answers, so they plan an ambush.
Hey, Larry, look at this spot here. This looks like a good place for a setup.
Yeah,
I don't think he's that far over there.
maybe a couple hundred at the most. Yeah. Why don't I call and you guys set up, okay? Oh,
Yes.
come across.
Yeah, he could very well swing downwind. Why don't I set up down right over here, just downwind
Okay.
a little bit?
Why don't you get right out there and I'll get back here. Try to
Okay.
pull him right in front of you guys, okay?
All right.
Pick a spot, man.
There will be occasions when elk will come to your calls without answering. So whenever you're calling, you must be alert, listen carefully, and have patience.
Big skein, Dwight? Oh, he's like huge, huge. Yeah. came in 10 yards.
I couldn't see him. I was down over that bank.
10 yards from me.
Well, how come you didn't shoot him?
I'd like to.
10 yards?
Yeah, I decided not to draw and just let him come walk
Well, could
by.
you see him coming up over that bank?
Yeah, I could see him. I decided not to draw because I thought he was just going to walk straight towards Dad and give me a broadside shot. And he did. He came up, but he kind of came up towards me. And
then he couldn't shoot.
Yeah.
Or move, really. Yeah.
I couldn't move.
Well, couldn't you get a shot at him?
No, I was kind of, behind the little log there, and I just didn't want to move around because I thought Steve was going to drill him, It was neat. You could just, when he came up over the top, you see just his antlers at first. And he had a 7-point one time.
So that was a nice bull.
It was a nice one. It had nice long tines.
Oh, yeah. And I thought I was hoping Dad would call or something because get his attention away from me.
Yeah.
He was just like...
I was calling, though. But he was just looking around. He was cautious,
Well, I'd like to have seen him.
Oh. We had a stare down for about 45 seconds or something. I was like...
Now, Steve, we can't always call him in the 5 yards for you.
Yeah.
Let's go try to, though, okay?
Yeah, I want to see one like that.
Today, Dwight hunts on his own, while Larry and Steve hunt as a team.
You move down just a little ways, and I'll call. Okay, great, fine, great. Take it easy now.
They decide to move down the ridge, remove scent lock suits from their packs, and pull them over their camo clothing. Once ready, they move closer and set up. Steve positions himself on the uphill side of a big tree because he feels the bull will come from his left. Steve is shooting a PSE G-Force set at 70 pounds, and his Easton arrows are tipped with Berry Rocky Mountain broadheads. His sight is a Timberline fiber optic, and he's using a Scott release. The bull changes course and pushes through the thick sword fern, directly below Steve. Steve misjudges the distance and shoots low. A few days later, they decide to hunt a deep, roadless canyon. After hiking a couple of miles, Larry finally spurs a bull into responding by exciting him with his Jones Persuader.
Sounded like a good one to me.
Yeah.
Where do you think he is?
Well, the best I could, pinpoint by his answer, he was right where those canyons V together down there, or maybe just up on that other ridge there.
Could have been right on top of, just above those canyons.
Yeah, quite a ways away. How's the wind?
Wrong.
Wrong.
It's right toward him. Well, there's no sense in pressure.
No.
What's wrong?
Well, we'll just blow it if we go after him right now. So why don't we just go up the trail a little ways, and where the ridge point comes up, we'll check the wind there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it's not right, let's just, just sit down and wait and maybe have a little snack or something. And
Yeah, I think we could give him even a couple hours. It's 8 o'clock now. By 10, the thermal should be drifting up.
I don't think he'll move very far, really. He'll stay right in that same general area and feed unless someone, pressures him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
That'd
let's
be
just sit down
smart
and
for
wait.
you to do. Okay. I got a little bit
Hey,
left.
what do you got?
Want some? Oh, no, thanks.
That looks
Fine.
good.
You like some?
Well, I'd like a little bite.
Help yourself.
Thank you.
Take a little more.
That's
Well,
good.
I don't mind.
Mm.
It's about all I got. Well,
That's blueberry.
yeah.
I like that.
Starting to come up. Still switching back and forth, though. I think we ought to wait a little bit.
Give it a little more time.
Got any more M&Ms left?
Yeah, right here. Be happy to share with you. You got a knife?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sure?
That's all the food we got left. Go ahead. Wish we had.
That was good.
Shouldn't eat all the lunch real quick.
Oh,
And steady it out.
perfect. It's been that way for a good half hour now. That's
Yeah.
a sweet thing.
Let's go on down the ridge, and I'll call for you guys.
You calling?
Yeah.
All
We're
right.
shooting?
I'm ready to shoot.
Oh,
Hope
that
so.
sounds good to me.
All right.
Okay, we got to go clear down in that hole.
That's where the big bowls are, man.
man. Oh, yeah, the hole.
Attempting to call in a bull when the wind is swirling or flowing toward the bull will be a big mistake. Back off and wait for favorable winds. As the sun warms the air, it will rise and flow uphill. So once the wind stabilizes later in the day, hunt the bull. Constantly check the wind as you close the gap, because if the wind swirls, the elk will catch your scent, and you'll fail. Penetrate roadless areas and hunt all day by carrying food and water. Persistent midday calling will cause some bulls to respond, allowing you extra opportunities. Always carry your own apple and M&Ms, because some hunting partners gulp them down and don't share. They move 600 yards down the ridge and set up. Dwight and Steve move forward and spread out while Larry sets up behind them. Many times you'll find a great ambush spot, but troublesome brush and limbs are in your way. So Larry, Steve, and Dwight carry Florian ratchet-cut shears so they can remove limbs from their blind and shooting lanes.
looking good. Yeah, look at it. It looked good, but I'm not real sure, so.
Better give us a time.
Yeah, I heard the arrow hit.
I didn't even hear the bull go off, but I know I heard him go down. I bet he's not 70 yards down the hill.
Let's just go over here and wait.
Okay,
That's exciting.
I'll give him a half hour.
Man. At least a half an hour.
It's just a good thing to do. Sit down and have a little lunch.
I know you got it. There's some more sign here.
I heard him crash when he went down there. I'm sure
Come right there. There he is. Got him. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Father and son team, huh? This thing is huge.
Look at that bull. Beautiful bull.
Boy, that's
6 point. 6 point. Couldn't see all the tines.
6 by 6.
Yeah. Nice shot, son.
Yes. Good call.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Dwight.
Man, you guys make quite a father and son team.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I do the calling. Steve does the shooting. It works.
It seems to work out that way.
Right. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Look at the mane.
Fantastic.
Nice.
What happened?
Beautiful. Yeah. Looked like he's going to walk on you at first time.
Yeah, he was. He was coming straight up the hill, right towards me.
Yeah.
And so I drew back, and he stepped up there, and he saw me. Man, he bolted down that hill so quick, you wouldn't believe it. And you called, and he stopped down there. He only ran about 20, 30 yards. And I heard you call again, and he answered that, chuckled.
I was calling a
You
lot.
heard that.
Yeah.
And he started stepping out there broadside, and I thought, this is it. And so I drew back about 40 yards, and sure enough, I just waited for him to step out, and he did. And,
Gave you a shot.
Let it go, yeah.
And you drilled him.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know you shot. I couldn't see any of that, but then I heard him go down, so I knew you had him.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, these Roosevelts are big bodies,
they're
aren't
big,
they?
yeah.
We got a lot of work ahead of us.
Well,
It's gonna be heck getting
you
him
had
out
to
of this
go
hole.
shooting him in the hole.
Yeah.
We got our work cut out for it. How come we always get the big ones in the hole?
This is a hole. let me
Yeah,
tell
right.
you.
Well, that's where they hang out.
Right, I guess so.
I think we better get these packs
Oh,
off
yeah.
and get ready to do some
definitely.
work.
Wow.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Let's get some
Stephen.
photos too. Take some of Steve and I. That'd be great with his bull.
Carefully select your ambush location because elk have excellent eyesight. Your spot should have dark shadows, darkness behind you, and shooting lanes. You need to be camouflaged so you blend into your surroundings and be able to shoot without raising up or around objects. Carry clippers so you can remove any branches that may interfere with shooting or deflecting your arrow. Now that Steve's filled his tag, he'll do the calling, so Larry can set up in front and possibly have a chance to shoot.
I think he's right down there.
Yeah, I do too.
So, it's flattens that right there, probably where he's at. So,
Yeah.
why don't I go down about 20 yards,
Okay.
find a spot set up, and
Okay.
maybe you can find something right here a little ways.
Okay. Go ahead and try
Call
calling
him
in.
Yeah. No, call him in.
Okay.
Larry is shooting a 61-pound Jones Signature Takedown recurve, handcrafted by Boyer Charlie Bisharat of Stalker Recurves. He shoots instinctively off the shelf and draws 29 inches of arrow. Normally in his Sagittarius Pegasus 8-arrow quiver, he carries 4 Easton XX78 22-16 arrows tipped with razor-sharp Berry Rocky Mountain broadheads, and 1 tipped with a Zwickey Judo.
That's pretty neat. Boy,
Just wouldn't quite come in, would he?
I could see him back and forth down there, you know?
Yeah.
Could you see him?
Just barely, just caught a couple glimpses of him.
Yeah. But you seen that one time he was raking his antlers and he started ripping up ferns. I mean, he was throwing them like 12 feet in the air.
Well, I could see something, you know, some movement and stuff, and I took me a while to figure out what he was doing, but yeah, I figured it out.
That's quite a bit of brush down there.
Yeah.
He just wouldn't come up.
No.
You're supposed to call him in.
Yeah. I tried. He just wouldn't come that last little bit.
Oh, that was exciting.
Yeah.
Good job calling.
Thanks.
Well, I don't want to go down that hole.
No.
He's not coming in, so let's go find a different hole, okay? Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
That looks like it's gonna rain.
Dwight and Steve have to leave, so Larry decides to hunt a different forested canyon. It's a spot he's always wanted to hunt, and he enjoys seeing what's on the other side of the ridge. So it'll be a new adventure for him. Using a decoy can help lure the bull closer. The bull's attention will be fixed on the decoy, which may provide an opportunity for you to draw your bow. Larry hangs the decoy so it's behind him and tries to fool the bull by directing his calls toward the decoy. is within 25 yards. But experience has taught Larry not to move unless the bull is busy raking his antlers, looking the other way, or he's walked past. Larry watches and hears the bull go down, so there's no need of waiting. He collects his gear, removes his scent lock clothing, and walks to where his bull is expired. Hey, what are you doing? Don't rewind or you'll miss exciting previews and excellent information.
All right. 50 yards. Wow. Be some fine eating for the family. Well, Lord, I thank you for allowing me to have the knowledge and skills and the strength to come down in this hole and get this bull. And Lord, I ask you for some extra strength because I got to pack him out of this hole. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Wily Whitetails, featuring Rich Thompson and Larry D. Jones. During this fair chase bow hunt, Larry D. Jones and Rich Thompson use various techniques to harvest whitetail deer. They'll demonstrate when and how to use pit blinds, reveal keys to calling deer, and how to select tree stand sites.
There's a lot of trails right back in here.
Looks good. It looks real good.
Yeah, I think we should set up a stand in here.
Watch and learn as these experienced hunters use antlers, calls, and decoys to lure whitetail deer. This video is crammed with calling and hunting information, tasteful harvest excitement, stirring scenes of failure, and close-up footage of wildlife. An adventure the whole family can enjoy while learning deer hunting and calling skills. Purchase this from Wilderness Sound Productions or ask for it from your favorite video dealer. Caribou Encounters, featuring Rich Thompson and Larry D. Jones. This fair chase bow hunt for central barren ground caribou takes place in the Northwest Territories of Canada. Larry D. Jones and Rich Thompson stalk, ambush, photograph, and harvest Pope and young caribou. This program is loaded with information about equipment, hunting technique, caribou habits, judging trophy bulls, and methods for hunting caribou.
So we'll get up on the ridge, so sort of peek over, and there's some meadows on the other side. Maybe he's bedded down in one of the meadows, and we'll just wait him out.
This action-packed adventure has excellent footage of wolverine, grizzly, and trophy caribou. Enjoy Caribou Encounters as you learn techniques for hunting these magnificent animals. Purchase this from Wilderness Sound Productions or ask for it from your favorite video dealer. Your entire family will enjoy this superb bow hunting adventure.